Getting ready to work on this Range Rover Villar 2019. Getting ready to change these plastic pipes into metal pipes. Since these Range Rovers have a lot of problems that is going on with them, and it's going to be kind of like an intense job, but if you want that fix, you have to get a certain kit. The kit consists of a regular crossover pipe. It's metal. Got the water pump itself. Got a tubing that go into the intake. Got a metal thermostat and housing. 2 metal pipes under the intake manifold is one of the main reasons why Range Rover is going to this system to correct this problem of their water leaks right at the core. And then you get like tubings that go with it. What a great kit. The first thing we have to do is take away these lines. That's the first thing. The main thing what we have to do is take loose all this debris. All that. Next time you see this, it's going to be clean. I'm going to show you the disconnect of the supercharger. Thank you. As you can see, we're actually taking loose quite a bit of stuff. The hoses that go, the water hoses that go through the supercharger, and we have to take loose the high pressure fuel line that goes around the supercharger. Now we're getting ready to take each individual bolts loose like that, and go all the way around, and then the top comes off. We have actually taken the hoses loose over here. Now we have to actually remove this and the gas cables, so to speak, and let's see how it goes. We'll walk with you every step of the way. Right now we had to remove the drive line to the supercharger, and now all the bolts came loose, so now we're lifting it up, and up under it, this is what you got. We got to take each individual those bolts are loose. I'll show you once it's done. Now that we got the supercharger up, these are the coolant pipes that is messed up. As usually would be this one. Right here, and this is the main failure, which we're going to be going back with metal pipes on this. So I just want to inform you, this is what we're doing with that. Replacing metal pipes on this supercharger, and we just go from there. And it looked like it was leaking right down here, right down up underneath. It was leaking off. Some work, dudes. Some work. One of the major issues too that goes on with these Land Rovers, V6 and V8, is the black crossover pipe that's in the back. Somehow it just can't get enough air to it, so it usually crack at the seam where the glue connects them together. And I don't understand why they would actually put black PVC plastic pipes in the back, because this has been one of the major problems of the Land Rover. Now we are under the intake, and those 2 holes that you see, that is where the major crossover pipe break at. And it's such a brittle area because in the V line of that engine, it gets so hot and it cracks the pipe. And we're going to be replacing the water pump as well, and also the thermostat. And notice that they're made of the metal as well, so which is a good variety of metal that you're putting up under the intake. Right here is where you see that we're putting back the supercharger, which is part of the intake manifold. And down beneath, you see the metal pipes have been replaced, the water pump, and that was the major issue, the crossover pipe. We probably had to reprogram the throttle body and put in the bolts on the top and retorque them. So this is a major job, and also the throttle body may have to be reprogrammed. As I say, it's a pretty big job, but if you work with it, you have a pretty good outcome. Now putting back the top of the supercharger and torque them to 10 to 15 pounds and 89 to 106 inch-pounds. Torquing is important. Each bolt go in to its spot. I've already torqued the lower part of it. Now we're getting ready to torque the top part of it. And hopefully I can solve this lady's problem. Remember, get you a metal kit. The metal kit is supposed to be the fix to the actual plastic part replacement. Land Rover is such a good vehicle, but it do have some faults. Just remember, just fix the other stuff first, and then you shouldn't have a problem with any of it. Check it out when I'm done. Now we're getting ready to install the crossover pipe, and it used to be plastic. Now it is metal. That's the way we're doing that one. Gonna be pretty awesome. Pretty doggone awesome. So this is how we rolling with this. So crossover pipe we have is going to be metal, but we have to grease the ends. We'll take it and grease the rubbers so it can gradually slip down in there, and then we grease the pipe with some grease, because these pipes are actually smaller. But guess what? It's going to go in with no problem. Show you when it's done. Everything is back together. Got the upper radiator hose, all the connectors, all the siding, the high pressure fuel pump, everything back in the same spot, and it is perfect. So I thought that would be a good one to kind of look at as far as being something. But yeah, this is awesome. This one is awesome, and it's done. Everything's back together perfectly. Now just gotta fill it with the fluids, check for leaks, and we go from there. Give you an update after it's over with. Just wanted to show that the coolant leaks have been taken care of. This Land Rover was too new to be having major leaks up under the intake. The problem is solved. Remember, the kit, try to install the metal pipes, then you can have the perfect Land Rover. The car is literally finished, and it's done perfect. Now I can go back to its owner It was a tough job, but it's well worth it, and it'd be well worth the money. And your customer would appreciate it as well. Thanks for watching.